What is up? Happy Halloween, everybody. How y'all doing? Yo, 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 yo. What's up? I knew I had to come here with the mask on. I don't know how long I'll be able to keep it on, though, because I am blind without my glasses. But I'm going to try. Guys having a good beginning of your week. Yo, I can't see anything. I figured I was going to be able to at least see something, but it's blurring all together. Oh. Yo, we might have to go back and forth with this. Wait a second. Okay. What's up, everybody? How you doing? It's good to see you. Alright, so, y'all know the drill. Over here on the TikTok lives, what you do is put your name, your zodiac, and then make sure your question is like a yes or no type of question. So it makes it to where I can still give you a vivid amount of information, if you will, but it still flow as fast as I can so we can get as many people's questions answered, etc. So, you guys are more than welcome to go ahead now and start doing that process, if you will. Oh, thank you, love. I appreciate you. I appreciate you as well. All right. Let's see. So we have Connie. You're an Aquarius, and you're wanting to know about Nathan. Does Nathan want you back? Let's see. So I do feel a sense of you two wanting to meet each other halfway. Okay, so this is somebody that has been... They've been in and out of your life for quite a while now. You've gone back and forth with thinking this person was far more than just a soulmate, but you're like, this relationship, this dynamic, just as much as it makes me happy, it's like it's like this double-edged sword, because just as happy as he makes me, the whole situation can make me feel like I'm being ripped. What Spirit's stating right now is you're in separation. The type of separation you're in right now, it's not that it's forever, but Spirit needs you to be reminded that you only have control over your freedom of will, not other people, right? So, with that being said, it looks like you're doing everything on your end to make sure that you're being a healthy partner and that you actually have the ability to, to give yourself to somebody, right? It looks like on his end, he could still be going through his realization of what's best for him in his own life instead of the things he was doing that were distracting him, if you will. So, long story short for you, I do see a possibility. I do see a sense of vulnerability through strength for him to reconnect with you. But with that being said, it's going to take time, and you should not hold your life off for this person. If you're supposed to be together, if your energies match one day again, it's going to be effortless. And I can promise you, trying to hold off your life for them does not equal them actually coming back in your life. It would actually throw things off. So don't give up on the connection, but let it go. There's a big difference between the two. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and reshuffle. And then get our another person. And we'll be here for at least an hour today as well, guys. Alright, so I see Hannah. That was the name I saw. Let's go back to I see her. Hannah, you're an Aries. Is Maddie going to reach out to you? Is Maddie going to reach out to you? Let's see. What we got for you? And remember, the reason we put these zodiac signs is because it's not that the readings are going to completely mesh in your life, other people's readings, if you will, never make anything fit. But if you notice that there's a person with your zodiac sign and the reading is organically also fitting, not being fixed, but fitting into your life, into your story, into your pages, there's something of a message within that reading for you. So as you comment your questions, also be aware of what's already going on around you, right? All right, so, well, with this connection, it looks like somebody really does want to be at a face with you. There's definitely an energy of a night owl here. This person, they're probably more able to think clearly and face themselves definitely when everybody else around them is asleep. There's like a reflection state. He's thinking about calling you. It's more than that, though. It's like, it's not just like, oh, I'm thinking of calling her. He's thinking about what the fuck would I even have to say and etc. They'd be facing a lot because he knows he can't just call you and act like nothing's happened, right? So, Spirit's telling me, like, don't try to go and do anything for this. You're not wanting to chase a person, and I'm not saying that chasing a person is like this weak thing or etc. But it doesn't do any benefit for you or even the situation at all. It's like throwing away gas that you just bought. It's just like just dumping it out instead of putting it in the actual gas tank. Spirit needs you to allow this to breathe, if you will. You're not ready to be face to face, but that doesn't mean it's not forever. There's something that he's going through in his own life right now that's taking a lot of his energy, something of a rehabilitation. There could have been, it looks like there's somebody in his life that maybe there's some more medical attention has been needed. It looks like when you speak to each other again truly, you're going to find out some information where you're like, yo, I completely understand why this person had to go their own way and why they weren't able to talk about it then. Because it's crazy what our minds can do when it wanders. So humans, it's like, it's something you have to learn to control. But when you don't know the ins and outs of things, including people, your mind will fill in gaps with information it does know from other people, from yourself, etc. So with that being said, don't allow those spots where you don't know the exact answers start making in the complete false assumptions and paranoia take over every aspect of what you're thinking about the separation or thinking about yourself that day, etc. This is flowing as it should. There's definitely something between you and him. But again, just let him come to you, because you going to him will be always kind of a cycle repeat. Not being together, it's the way you've gone about it. see. We have, thank you for joining the team. Okay, we have Kiana. You're a Sagittarius. You want to know about your love life. Okay, so questions asking like if you're going to be having more kids or if somebody's completely your divine counterpart. I understand deeply wanting to ask that, but for me, I don't have time or energy to give you the most no doubt answer to that. I think it would be very careless to just sit here and tell you something without me having my complete confirmation with the cards, yes, but really with spirit and what I'm feeling and seeing. So I'll tell you what's going on in your love life, but it's just some food for thought as well when you go into any type of reading, remembering there's always an energy frequency to everything, right? So something that's more in depth with your life, it's going to take more energy or more understanding, if you will. With that being said, what's going on in your love life that they want you to know? Okay, so right now, you can definitely feel like you have fallen. There's this energy of like, I'm either done falling for the same type of person. I feel like it's always going to be new, but then somehow it's like, it's just the same person, but a different body. Like their actions, if they end up being like faithful, etc. There seems to be a lot of trauma you've not only gone through, but you've surfaced from. So you saw like a repeating dynamic from maybe like your childhood, like you're like, am I attracting in, or am I without realizing it? And I almost feel you kind of like choking up or like, being strong and crying. Like, yo, I realize I've been looking for a man, all these attributes, all these things I thought were going to be green flags that make him a man, make him strong. And it's not that I'm completely wrong and etc., but maybe there's just some things I've needed to shift my perspective of, to be open and not bring in these types of assholes anymore. Nobody's perfect. Of course there's great qualities about the guys that you've been attracted to. You're not attracted to just an asshole. Like, everybody has a story behind them, and you saw those things. It's not that you were tricked. Okay, you see the best in people. But something to be with that is Spirit saying you are allowing, you're realizing and telling the universe, no, I don't attract this anymore. You've already taken control of it. You're already telling the universe and meeting the frequency of, I'm going to do better for myself. I'm going to love myself accordingly. So that's going to attract in a person that loves themselves accordingly and can actually be a healthy partner for me. My friend, you're doing great. It's more than doing great. You're being your own healthy partner, and you're seeing things fully. You're not just doing. You're thinking, processing, and then going forward. Spirit wants you to be very open and love because your frequency has changed. You've taken the time that you really needed to be one with yourself. And it's not that you're going to like stop having your you time, right? It's you've made a balance to where now you know how to interact and be truly intertwined with another person more than just family, friendship, etc. Because that's a whole other commitment, right? And you're ready. So allow like an organic love to flow to you. Put yourself in situations that you can attract in these new opportunities. It feels like you're probably going to be, it is obviously Halloween time. I feel though you being invited to something that is definitely going to be a surprise. You're like, I would never have thought that person or that situation, etc. Like, I would reach out to me. And then also I feel excited. I feel like I should say yes. It's going to be something you absolutely have no need. You don't have to do anything. That's what's fucking awesome about the law of attraction. The prudence is when you believe, you meet the frequency, and then you literally just allow it to happen in front of you like a movie. So, long story short, your law of attraction is doing great. You've done a lot of realization. Yes, these things have happened to you. This is why you're strong, and that's why you see things. Like, you have to go through life to not be, number one, gullible, but also you have to go through our own ins and outs of being a human being, doing right and wrong, if you will, learning what positive and negative means, to be a humble individual and put yourself in other people's shoes. Like, if you don't go through hard things and if you don't make human errors, if we were just perfect, nobody would, like, understand each other. Yes, it would be great. It'd be great if we could all just harmonize from the beginning, but we're making the songs and creating the lyrics together now. Alright. So, Hannah, let's see. Make sure you guys are posting a actual question, okay? So we're going to do Breza. You are a member. Thank you very much. Will you get back together? Will you and your masculine get back together? Let's see. What we got here is... And then this one was poking out as well. Okay, it looks like that both of you are reciprocating, like wanting to go ahead and walk into this uncharted part of your dynamic, your connection. You could have separated for further growth. It wasn't something that was short and sweet. You had a good run. And that's what I'm hearing, a good run. And you guys were wondering if that's all it was to be. It looks like both of you have like really been feeding out what no longer serves my own individual life. That could involve habits, people, mindsets, food, just anything. Anything that felt like you were just repeating the same thing over and over again and something was outdated about it. Anything that's in that energy has really just been overcame. And you're seeing how to adapt to this new frequency, this new level of who you are. And it looks like the person connected to you is definitely within the same frame. I'm seeing it. It looks like there is a deep possibility of there being more. You have to remember the cards don't predict the future. They're a forecast. Just like we have weather forecasts, right? With that being said, we can trust the forecast, but we have to use our discernment of what's around us to begin with. What the cards are stating, what Spirit is guiding, is a forward movement of yes. You continue to do what's best for you, and you become vulnerable through strength together, and you remember that state of the only thing I have control of is my actions. Whatever happens between you two, it will be positive. So going forward, allow this connection to thrive when I see it comes back to you. And it looks like this is a connection that probably is going to be opening up within the next 2 weeks as well. Okay. Cool. Let's go ahead and reshuffle. Alright, cool. Who we got? Remember to go ahead and comment also a yes or no question. Make sure you're not just putting the word love or general, etc. Because I'm going to go past those ones. I need you to put in a specific question. All right, Kathy. I got you. Let's go back up and see where you are. Whoa. Where is she? Where is she? Kathy. Oh, there you go. Got you. You're a Gemini. Will your ex-wife come looking for you before the year ends? Before the year ends. Okay. Let's see. Before the year ends. It looks like good health has been a main focus. There's something about the lungs. You could have in recent times been doing more breath exercises or therapy, or this is even a sense of maybe you've been becoming like not becoming a runner, maybe because it almost feels like this is something you've done in the past and you just like life happens. You continue to age, you grow, and certain things you don't have the ability to make time for anymore, etc. There's just something of like a physical activity involves definitely heavy breathing. It really does feel like a state of jogging, running, etc. that you've just been able to like throw back into your life, into your schedule. This is very good. Okay. The first thing I always have to acknowledge before I know anything about your love life is Spirit acknowledging that you're in your own state of being a healthy partner. It's not that we have to be perfect to have a partner, but there are certain things we have to overcome to meet what we desire our partner to be for us. So, with that being said, it looks like there is this masculine who wants to have his mask off to you. It doesn't seem like this connection is something that needs to be pulled apart. He could have fire sign embedded within him. That kind of feels like the sun, I would say. Or the rising. Okay, so it's like, yeah. He could definitely have, there's just a lot of fire within his chart. The thing about this connection is, do you feel like when I see him just going in and out of like ignoring you. And I feel myself becoming so happy to see something light up. But then when it's taken a longer amount of time than normal or etc., a sense of like my heart hurting, racing, I have to become your emotions to understand how to help you. And with this feeling, my friend, that's not, there's a difference between having anxiety based off the things you've been through and then being with the person that's causing the anxiety. And the feeling is of somebody that really has a big, I see, again, it's not just like, oh, I'm blind and I'm not seeing things clearly and everybody else sees that this is a piece of shit person. There is a reason why people who are good fall in love with people who are just dealing with a certain part of their life. I'm not going to say that they're good to you or a good person overall, but they're not a terrible person. They're going through something. And that shows the beauty in whoever the person is, but that also is not an excuse for you to continue to be in that loop, if you will. Okay? It looks like it's very hard for you to speak up. When this person goes mute on you, it throws everything off. And it's if this person gave you this true communication, and doesn't have to be perfect talking all the time, but just like a energy clarity as well, of like, if they're a busy person and they gotta go do what they gotta do, it's not because they're ignoring you. You would have a state of comfort of like, oh, you know what? If anything, when this person does message me, I feel it's even more special because they're like, they really are making time for me. And it's not something that like I have to even, it's not a feeling I have to search for. It's like an inner knowance. This person cares. They have things to do. Versus a person that has things to do but doesn't necessarily care about you. There's a big difference. And what I see is an individual who you would go above and beyond for, an individual that, even though I can feel it hurting like a rip. They're not the individual that would reciprocate that for you. It's okay to love somebody unconditionally. It is not okay to allow yourself to be neglected and to a sense of abuse, etc. as well. With that being said, I see a person who's strong and is not allowing that to happen to themselves. You've never allowed what I'm hearing is you've never allowed it to get this far. Meaning, I guess probably a cycle repeat of him doing the same thing or getting like in the state of that mute. There's just a pattern thing. And I think you're really seeing yourself when you're looking in the mirror now. Like, you're really seeing, like, why am I dealing with this? Spirit stating that you're the one that's relieving the mask of yourself, the breaking the self-illusion. Spirit stating that you're deserving of something better, so you can't settle for what's just in front of you right now. We're not belittling this person's worth. They are a person who has a deep amount of importance, but they're not serving your life anymore. So, it's not even my words or these cards that you have to pay attention to. It's the literal signs surrounding your life and the person's actual actions. With that being said, Spirit is guiding you to allow this understandance that allowing this connection to dissipate is not giving up or throwing anything away. It served its purpose. It taught you a lot about your own inner work. But the choice is always yours. I want to try something. I really want to wear the mask. I really do, because it's just so cool. It was easy to film videos with it because I don't have to look at anything. I just have to look straight. That's it. And the cards are right here. I'm farsighted, or I'm nearsighted. Now, what is it called when you can't see far away? I'm nearsighted. That's it. I'm nearsighted, so I'm always fine right here. But I really want to. I gotta try, right? So I think I'm gonna get the person I want to do, and then I'll do my little plan after. Let me pick. Okay, we have Gabriel. Do you see this Thursday being a good day? And you're a Scorpio. Okay. Okay. Is Thursday going to be a good day? Let's see. Is Thursday going to be a good day? I see that you're definitely going to be going into an experience. Okay, so it's an experience. It's fun, though. It doesn't feel like something of a roller coaster of scary. It feels vibrant. Okay, this is something that's going to be vibrating. It's going to take you embracing your masculine energy, meaning your willpower, your go-getter attitude. You could have somebody. You could be somebody that has maybe some form of social anxiety or just a little bit of jitters, and you're also a person that's feeling this sense of like getting out of your comfort zone. This not even for like not even just for Halloween, not for Christmas, just in general. Like, you're really ready for new experiences. There's been some things you've shed away. I wouldn't even be surprised if you've just migrated some either like furniture around your house, or this could be like recycling. I'm hearing clothing, etc. There's just some form of stuff I didn't really ever think was outdated or wouldn't need anymore. I'm realizing it now, and it's just taking up space, so I'm going to allow it to flow, and so I can allow more stuff to grow, more room, right? It looks like Thursday is going to be a lot of fun. There's going to be just taking the mask off, if you will, and being able to just be yourself. This is dope. Thursday is something that you're definitely being encouraged to go in with an open mind and an open heart to. This could have been the event that came out of nowhere, or this could be something you've been planning for a while. And you're just ready, no matter what the energy is, you're ready to get loose, or you're ready to just not have to think about what's going on for a while. And Spirit says that this is going to be not only a successful night, etc., but a really valued day to remember. Okay? I really thought I was going to be able to see without that, but I'm not. So, now, let's go ahead and see. Alicia, what should you expect in the coming months between Brian and you? Brian and you. What we got for you? Brian and Alicia. What's going to happen? Okay. Okay. Well, it looks like your connection could either be it's an energy intensity of long distance, or your schedules very much, you're two very busy individuals. It can be hard to make time. But this is something that actively this round, or not even this round, but this time. So this is probably not the first time you've ever been with each other, or maybe this is the first time you feel like you're getting through not even an argument. You were able to get through a confrontation before it escalated to anything else. And you're like, so how do we migrate forward with this specific connection, with our goals, etc.? It looks like in the next upcoming months, you guys are definitely going to be making sure to spend time, I'm seeing, without anyone else. So even if this means going out on a planned getaway, I'm hearing like a planned getaway. It's definitely going to be something that's before December, so it's a November thing. You're going to be, it looks like maybe family. Is that, I see a family card? Is that it? No, I just saw the family on the card. Okay. And then there's a split with that energy. In the next upcoming months, I guess there's gonna be a decision if you want to spend the holiday together, or there'll be a sense of picking from one or another. What I sense is you're not going to try to make him pick something. He's not going to make you. It's going to come down to this, almost a sense of picking yourself from your family. That's interesting. It's not really about, when it comes to you specifically, this connection's going good and well, and Spirit's saying to just like allow that to continue to form every day. There's really not a hesitation I'm seeing. I see you in your future together. There's many timelines, but all of them I see you in each other's lives. There is something else that is more of a focus on these next upcoming months. It feels like maybe holiday times, maybe it is specifically Thanksgiving. You've always felt like something it feels like something's entitled to you, not you entitled to it. It's like, I have to do this because your parents feel entitled for you to come. Oh, or maybe it's not even parents, etc. It's just with the amount of energy that's surrounding me and the people that are going to be one with this message alongside you, for you specifically, what I can definitely center down, point, focus is this has to do with you and your family, not necessarily so much this person and theirs. And Spirit wants you to pick yourself. Okay, there is not anything you have to sacrifice. And what I'm hearing is you've never felt like you've had a holiday where you wanted to spend it really with somebody else. So maybe you're scared to even either bring up to your parents not being at a certain holiday, or bringing somebody that's new, or etc. There's just this breeze and this wind of change that you're feeling like you're trying to get ready for. But Spirit's stating, do not allow this time of growth to be seen as a curse, okay? Everything has to grow, has to update, and when it's worth it, that's when Spirit really like grows that wiggle room. There's no force, there's nothing trying to keep this connection back. Spirit is definitely stating You know, allow this to continue to form more and more every day, but this is more about the next upcoming months. You not allowing yourself to cycle repeat to keep other people comfortable. You know? Okay. Alright, that's the last one I think I'm doing with the mask on. Because even though it's cool, I can't see anything. Okay. We'll keep it like that. Like that. That's fine. That's fine. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and do our next person. Franccesca. You're a Scorpio as well. Am I with the man I will marry? Okay, that's one of those questions I'll definitely give you what Spirit states right now. Your law of attraction is going to continue this person being in your life. I understand the question completely. Just a question like that, in my personal opinion, is going to take a lot more than a live reading and like 1 or 2, 3 cards to tell you. It's something to just keep on your mind about how the energy of change or impact the question is regarding your life. It's going to take a certain amount of energy for the message to come out within it. I'm not stating there isn't the possibility for, you to get a couple of cards and confirm something. But with that being said, what we're going to do here is state the spirits see this person being in your future in many different timelines, and it is the energy frequency of like vibrant, is it healthy, etc. That's going to be able to help everything else connect the dots from there. Okay, so what I see right now is both you two. It's not that you two aren't going to have a future together, okay? There's just a lot of things you guys need to focus on right now. It looks like there may be things that are just being not swept under a rug or anything like that. It doesn't have to be these big secrets. It's like it feels like microaggressions. It feels like things that just are being swept like away, not under a rug, but swept away, thinking, oh, I don't want to overreact or I don't want there to be problems. So it's a buildup, if you will, of just not expressing and really getting to a resolution, okay? Before we fly off to marriage or anything, there seems like there's other things that need to be focused on. There's also an energy here of knowing that like this person's on the same page with you as well. So with that being said, Spirit's not discouraging this person from being married to one day, but they're stating for that to happen and for it to be a healthy frequency, what I see is much migrating through the roller coaster moments and not allowing, your own parasite, which is just the word for that part of you that wants to stay in a low frequency and not grow, stop you from being vulnerable for further growth. Remember, we only have control of our own emotions. So, with that being said, take with it what you will. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and reshuffle and get another person. Let's see. Shelby, there you go. Well, Daniel and I reconnect again soon. Daniel and I. Well, Daniel and you reconnect soon. They're facing right now. It's a combination of factors why you're not in communication. It's not this whole dynamic of he doesn't want anything to do with me or she doesn't want anything to do with him. I'm seeing both sides. There being a combination of factors like an overwhelming amount of both of you having responsibilities or your energy being pulled different ways. At this point, the separation is not because either of you like are wanting and this wanting this deep amount of time to just think and figure out what you want. It looks like two people that are pretty assured. Nature, organic, even through the separation, and as things have grown with both of your individual lives, and you've allowed things that no longer serve to just serve their course and move forward, you get signs and synchronicities about this person. So you're like, what's up with that? Why? Before, when I didn't see any signs about this person for a really long time, but as soon as like everything's really coming into place, I'm seeing them. And I just see two people that have already also gone ahead and been like, there's too many signs for me to be making it up. I have no doubts about this anymore. I'm ready to face. Are they ready to face? But why, if the two people, are in that same frequency, number one, who's supposed to break the ice? But also, what's like the step one for you, no matter what from here? Break the ice. Okay. Asking dinner, but giving the opportunity. I see. What Spirit's telling me right now is at this point, it's not about if it's going to happen, it's about when. And it looks like the first step is the masculine must present an offer, must make communication to you. After that has happened, because it will, you just have to simply have faith and allow it to form and come. It looks like you're going to be given an opportunity. It's not to ask him out, okay? But there's going to be a form of the way the conversation flows and goes, that there will be a moment of after he's already done the leap of faith and reached out to you for you to be like, what are you doing this weekend? I'd like to catch dinner with you sometime. Give him the ability, or them, depending on who you are and what your orientation is, if you will. Just remember who you are, and then you're going to be able to flow with the rest. With that being said, it looks like you give that other person the ability to be like, hey, I would like to absolutely go out to eat. Are you free on this day? Long story short, the way that it's forming and I'm seeing is feminine the feminine going ahead and asking. Got it. The way I see this forming is a masculine going ahead and feeling enough signs and synchronicities from Spirit to reach out to this person. After that leap of faith, it's going to take the feminine being receptive as well, letting just a conversation flow organically, but you then doing a leap of faith and giving it the ability for more to form. It's going to take both of you not allowing that fear, because it's like when you have these things happen, sometimes things you've been wanting to happen for so long happen, and you can like clench up from it, right? I mean, Spirit's not saying you got a message right away. Yeah, process it, but don't hold it. Process, but don't hold. So it looks like that this is forming organic as we want. Dope. Okay. Something I was thinking of doing is cutting the sleeves off this, honestly. Because I don't like sleeves. And if I'm going to be wearing this, don't worry, I have a lot more costumes, but this is my favorite costume. I had to go. I kind of want to cut them. 1 second. Yeah, I'm going to cut them. Let's see. Y'all, give me a moment. I think I'm right here. Like right here. You gotta fold it up like this. Because, that's gonna, if I do it right on the line.
Do you want help? I saw it on the live. I was like, no!
What, you think I can't do it myself?
Well, I was gonna see if you wanted me to help you.
Yeah.
I don't want you to accidentally.
You know what, guys? If you want to see me cut this, I'm gonna do it on Twitch later. Because you know what? Maybe I should get some help so I don't fight. I was gonna go along that black line. You all can't see it, but I can see it. That black line. You want to see me cut these? Go on Twitch later. Also, anyways, I give away a free reading on my Twitch live streams. So if you don't get your reading, if you don't get your question answered by the time I get off of TikTok live, you can go over to Twitch and join us for the next 3 hours over there, where we're going to play some video games. But I also, again, give away a free reading. You simply are going to need to follow me on there, which is free, watch the active live stream, and comment the keyword of the chat, and then that will instantly put you in the giveaway. My Twitch is Uncle Bronze Official, and you can get there by any of my social media platforms, clicking on the link to the Twitch, or you can simply just go to Twitch and type in Uncle Bronze Official. I'll come up. So we're going to be here, though, for at least 15 more minutes, and let's get back into the cards. All right. I saw my person. Let's scroll back up. Faith, you're in Aquarius. Well, Juan, Taurus. Reconnect romantically. Let's see what I got. All right. Romantic get-together. Celebration. But the grief has to go. It has to go. Oh. Ooh. Who? You? Sometimes I gotta just do this little flow thing and then it gets me my message. Alright, so looks like you could be, you remember, I'm here for you, not to you. This is definitely a connection that is meant to thrive. There is a lot of pre-workout effect I'm feeling within it. A lot of zoom in. You two are a vibrant, your energy is very much meet, and it feels like two people where it's like you just go out and you go to like the store or the movies or etc. You see two people and you're just like, they're in fucking, that's what being in love looks like. That's what actually being in love looks like. And that is the energy I feel from you two. But with that being said, there has been this state of grief mindset you have been overcoming. Both of you have been through traumatic things in your life. Okay? But there's this sense of overpowering that and not succumbing to what was around you. The biggest thing, this is why I'm saying right here, where remember I'm here for you. And I would not say it unless I felt this intense with this card. It's something about you doing the call. It's something about you breaking what I'm hearing is the sound barrier, etc. There could be an energy of the last way you communicated. Even if you didn't say to never contact me again or etc. All I feel is the masculine being under an oppression. It is not okay for me to try to insert myself back into their life. If this is something that you truly feel Spirit guiding you to do the leap of faith with, it looks like it's going to take you being the one that picks up the phone to call to do some form of initiation. What I see right here is that celebration, that romantic return is more than possible. Both of you had just things in your own life that you had to learn from separation. Most of the connections that are going to be a big impact on your life, friends, family, lovers, etc. There's a moment of separation for further growth with all of them. It's not just the twin, it's not just a divine, etc. It's anybody that's a soul tie within you. And soul ties are something far deeper than a soulmate. Are strong and beautiful, but soul ties are something that I'm going to need to just make a YouTube video about and put it on the spiritual practice playlist to explain the difference between soul ties, karmics, and soulmates. Big differences. Long story short now, it does look like there are two people that can come into fruition, really talk about what is to be, and not harp on anything of the past, and let the organic moments flow of when you do have the past be something that you conversate about. Not take both of you back there, if you will. Remember, everything happens for a reason, It's about what you two have learned and who you are now from those experiences. But it does feel positive. It does feel like a leap of faith is very much suggested. Okay. Let's go ahead and shuffle and get our next person. So give me a little drink. All right. Let's do this. All right, we have Nikki. You're a Virgo. Should I pursue my new connection with Aquarius or let them come to me? Should the Virgo pursue the Aquarius, or is the Aquarius to go to the Virgo? Let's see. Where do I see the flow? I see a grow. I'm leaning towards the Aquarius reaching out to you. But let's see why. Let's see why Spirit's pulling me as that direction. Okay, the reason you both first went into that separation, it looks like there had to be some sense of third-party influence. Now, this does not have to mean romantic. It could very well mean romantic, but no matter what, the third-party influence was somebody that they deeply loved. This could be literal family love. This could be this could be a romantic person, but there was something in their life that feels like you two being together was not even maybe necessarily against, but it definitely was hindering or making not room for anything to grow between your connection. It looks like there's very well could have been a cycle repeat with like a karmic connection. I do, as I continue to feel what we've been through together, it doesn't feel like a lot of things that would be something that isn't romantic, if you will. Continuing this, I do see it was to do with the karmic connection, that there was a back and forth. What I see is Spirit's absolutely stating that you have done the right thing, being at peace with fate and allowing this Aquarius to it's not even allowing. Let me rephrase that. You have understood the healthy boundary that no matter how much you care about somebody and you want to be there for them, if you really care about them, you let them go. And you allow them to come back to you at divine timing. I just see somebody that you do so much mind process. I'm not inside the mind of somebody who's like going like, it's not like having a run-on sentence or etc. is not something you don't go through, or you can handle a lot at once by, putting yourself, all I'm trying to say right now is the way when you're just able to process things and it's not to do with work or etc. Just able to be a human, a person, an existence. You let things very much be a full analyzation before you just jump forward, and you completely, what I see are in sync with your intuition. This person is coming to you. You don't gotta do nothing but be yourself. Okay? Actions speak louder than words. And that's the thing about you. You're the same person. I see the person in front of me. Like, let me in. I am who I am. There's a very high spot you hold in this person's heart and mind, to be quite frank. Like, their thoughts of you are so positive. They want you to throw away this grief mindset with them. If you, for any, like, I'm not saying that things are squeaky kiki, like, you know what I mean, like, perfect, but I'm telling you, like, this person sees you not as somebody that they want nothing to do with. In fact, with Aquarius is like, Aquarius, as soon as they feel like they have to go, as soon as you, like, it's not even lose the trust of an Aquarius, as soon as they don't feel comfortable with you anymore, it takes a lot to earn it back. And it's not in a sense of, like, earning, like they're being condescending or etc. It's just a part of them. And then also if they've had trauma or etc. on top of that, you know, the individual life experiences go from there and form a person. That's the roots, etc. Long story short, like, I see that you've let go. You didn't give up on this. And this connection is coming to you. So, throw away the grief mindset. Just continue to focus on you. And no, there's an unfinished story here, if you will. Okay. Let's go ahead and reshuffle and get our next person. Perfect. Okay, let's see. Sandra. Let's go back there. Awesome. Thank you for being here, guys. Thank you, Sandra. Does Ruben think of you? Does Ruben think of you? Does Ruben think of you? What we got? 2 understandances. Warrior mindset with that. And then the combo of factors. Okay. Remember, I'm here for you. I'm here for you. This person does think about you, but Spirit is stating that, okay, I can feel if somebody is high frequency or low frequency in your life, because as soon as I start channeling your energy and then that person and how they combined, I literally felt like either a depletion or something raised within me. And also it could literally come down to the dimming of lights and etc. My friend, when I think of you, it feels dope. Okay? You're flowing. You're not doing anything to make like a disruption, if you will. It seems like it's just a keep on swimming energy, right? Okay, I throw this person into the mix, and then there's like almost like a dimness, like I can feel energy being not necessarily sucked, but dimmed around. This person, I know you want to hear that, yes, they think of you, and Spirit's like encouraging for this to happen. What I'm feeling is Spirit stating a connection that you're going to cycle repeat with. Yes, he is thinking of you, but to be quite frank, it's not necessarily what matters most in this situation. You always use your discernment. Never let me or any other reader's messages fit, if you will. But for your highest time, what I feel is like ripping off a Band-Aid and saying, like, the experiences you've had with this person, it's not that you're stupid. It's not that there was wasted time or etc. You had to have experiences. This is part of your awakening. Like, love is one of the biggest tools Spirit's going to use to help you migrate through life. It's this unforeseeable force that can change you into so many different types of energy frequencies, etc. Okay? Make a long story short, for now, this energy, this connection, it really did help you, but if you continue now at this point, there's nothing that is to be learned or served. I don't feel your future being of a flow. I feel like something is making you skip. The choice is yours. I'm not saying that everything's going to fall apart or that this is a horrible, terrible being, but with that being said, it doesn't feel like a person that's going to be a roller coaster buddy, a individual that when you are down, because you are human as well, and you cannot be perfect and always be holding other people up, is not going to balance and take your hand at those moments, because that's what a partnership is. It's not one person always doing something, and it's not even meaning every day is 50-50. It means you just balance like tango partners with each other. You allow the weight to flow as it's supposed to. And there's normally always a lead and etc. Y'all get it. Thank you. Y'all get it. So with that being said, my friend, allow yourself to see that there's something else meant for you, but the choice is yours. Okay. Let's go ahead and reshuffle and get our next person. Alright, Mars. Let's see. Mars. Does he want to marry me for love or because he wants something else? I'm not laughing at your question. It's just, I'm going to see what his true intentions are with you, okay? That's the question we're going to ask the cards. That type of... Remember, the intensity of how the question affects your life is the also intensity it will take to do a reading. To give you a complete, authentic answer for something as important as that question, it's going to take more than 2-3 cards and a live reading. That is my personal opinion as a reader. So, I can only state to give you a confident answer on something that important in your life. What I can answer right now for you confidently is, do they have intentions with you? If you're called to do more, you take it from there. You know where to find me if you're wanting that, or if you're called to go somewhere else. It is your choice. Simply at this moment, what matters? Does this person have pure intentions for you? Let's see. Okay, so there is an energy here of somebody that it definitely does not feel like somebody that has your... I do not feel pre-workout. I feel somebody that almost took like my water bottle out of my hand and just started drinking it. This is a person that getting this pairing together makes me feel like doesn't hold the deepest romantic feelings as much as you do. And it's not that it has to be a level game. It doesn't feel like it's even on like a passionate, authentic level. There's something... It's not that there could be this big, crazy secret, but there does feel like there's something in the air that's just not sitting correctly. Spirit stating, again, you can get all of these messages using your own discernment and what Spirit is stating around you. And if you have your own cards and etc., you do not need readers to know what is best for your life. If you'd like something to be amplified, that is where readings, tarot cards, and etc. come in. These are forecasts. You are the true compass, okay? With that being said, there's something you probably more want to dig down together or even get to know, even if this is just a sense of feeling like you can't speak up. It feels like if you were to marry the room, the energy would feel like there's just something keeping a tension. And we don't need to have that. Maybe it's something so minuscule, and the parasite, that part of us that wants things to just thrive in negativity, is branching out to something so much more, when we can simply cut that part out by talking. If you feel like you can't express to this person, that could be a sign for you. If there's an energy of like, there's just certain things I've always wanted to say, but I haven't because I've been scared to, then you got to address those. But with that being said, I don't feel confident to tell you this person has 1000% pure intentions with you. It does feel like there's something more that needs to be discovered. Don't take this devil card in that intensity though, okay? It doesn't mean like somebody that wants ill will and all this stuff for you. It definitely is a sign to look for, though, right? What is it doing? Oh, okay. 1 second. I had to do a puzzle piece thing to show that I was still here. All right. So, now, we're going to go ahead and switch over to Twitch at Uncle Bronze Official. In fact, let me go ahead and I'll bring y'all over there with me to switch over to Uncle Bronze Official on Twitch. If you did not get your reading, long story short, if you did not get your reading done or your question answered, if you go over to Twitch at Uncle Bronze Official, you have a chance of winning a whole email tarot reading from me. That's 6 questions, and it's a topic of either love or life guidance. The way you enter, go to Twitch, Uncle Bronze Official, follow me over there, go ahead and watch the active live stream, and there's going to be a keyword that you comment that puts you into the giveaway. The keyword is on the top right-hand corner of my screen. But you're going to have to migrate from TikTok over to Twitch at Uncle Bronze Official. The link is in my bios, or you can simply go to Twitch and type in what? Uncle Bronze Official. Alrighty. Let's do this. I'm gonna get y'all over there. I'm so excited. So what I am gonna do over here is try to play video games with the mask on. I think I might be able to do that, if you will. Dope. What are you guys gonna be for when y'all join me over here? Tell me what y'all are gonna be for Halloween. What are you gonna be? Okay, do that. Let's go ahead. And we are live on Twitch. Dope. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you over on Twitch at what? Uncle Bronze Official. And if I see you tomorrow, remember, Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, TikTok lives at either 7:30 to 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Just pay attention to the TikTok stories, etc. I'll tell you what time that day I'll be going on. But also, the same 3 days, right after the TikTok lives, we go on Twitch for about 2 to 3 hours. We do the live giveaway. We play video games. We chill. We vibe. Alrighty, guys. I'll see you wherever I see you. Let's get it.